Alright guys, so today we are going to look at how to draw basic objects. Okay, so I'm going to start by creating my page. Click OK. Now the last time we looked at how to draw a rectangle, so this is how we draw a rectangle. You can also draw an ellipse this way. You can also draw a polygon, so we have polygon over here. Click, you drag to draw a polygon. Now you know polygons have different sides, so based on the size that you want, once you select the polygon tool, you move to this side and then you select the sides that you want. So if I want something like 5, then I click and drag to draw the 5 sides object. Now back to the rectangle tool. If I want to draw a perfect object are objects that have equal sizes, like a square. So if I want to draw a square, once I select a rectangle tool, I hold the control key, click and drag. Now you see that this is a square. Now for you to know that this is a perfect object, you check the size over here. You realize that the length and then the height, they all have the same size. Now not all of them, or not all perfect objects will have the same size. For instance, when I click on the ellipse tool and I draw a perfect circle, you know perfect circle will have the same size. But when I select the polygon, hold the control key, draw a perfect polygon, you realize they don't have the same size. Now with the polygon tool, once I click and hold, you see other options like the star. Click, you draw a star, something like this. There are so many stars to draw from. We have the sides here to choose from. We also have the spiral over here. You click, you draw something like this. It's like a coral. So we have something like this over here, and also we have other ones as well. So we have the common shapes. Now with the common shapes, we have a lot of shapes over here. So when I click here, I'm going to see different shapes. So if I want to draw this, I'll click on it, come here, draw. But if I want it to be a perfect shape, then I'll hold the control key, click and drag to get something like this. If I also want to add, let's say this one to it, click and drag to get something like this. And then anytime you draw an object and then you see this red sign on it, that means that the red sign, we know how to increase and decrease the sizes by using the knots over here. But the red is also a different thing. It changes the form or the shape of the particular object that you have. So not only this one, yes, when I draw this one too, I also see something like this. That means I can click on the red to change it this way. This one too, click on it and send this one closer to this way, or bring it far away like this. So anyhow you want it, you can do it that way. Now once you draw an object, you can just click on the color to fill in, and if I want to change the outline color, I have to right click on the color and then you see set outline color to color it. Now if the outline is too small and then I want to increase it, then I'll move here and select a figure over here to increase the outline. I can also type a figure that I want. You realize from 1 we have 1.5, 2, 3, 4. We don't have 5, we have up to 8, and then from 8, 10, 12, 16, 24, 36. So if I want something like, let's say 40, I'll type the 40 over there and then hit enter to get something like. But there's a problem over here. You realize that now the space inside has become very small. look at the space over here, and then look at when I increase it, you see that the space is now very small. Now for us to avoid something like that, we have the outline tool over here. Now if should in case you are not seeing yours, you click on this plus sign, and then you are going to see all the tools over here. So you look through, the ones that are not marked will not be displayed over here. So if something is not marked over here, so for instance when I uncheck this, it will go away from here. So when I check it back, it will come. So that is how it is. Alright, so I'll click on the outline and move to the outline pen over here, and then this option will come. All that I will do is that because I don't want the outline to take space inside, I will say behind fill and click OK. So now when I come here and I increase it, you realize I didn't cover much of the space over here. So let's look at it again. Click here, go to outline pen, and then behind fill, and then click on OK. Now let me fill in first, and then I will increase the outline. You see, it will increase, but it will never take inside the fill. Okay, so that is how we apply the outline. So now there are other options. So let me delete this, once, and then let me just draw a simple rectangle. Now let me zoom, click on the zoom, and then zoom closely to it. Now the outline, let me increase the outline as well so that you see what I'm trying to do. Now realize that now the outline, the option that is selected, they are curved. So when I select it, click on the outline and select outline pen. Again over here, when I click on the first one, which is the mitted corner or corners, the outline or the corners will be very sharp over here. And then this is the curved one, so rounded or round curved, and then we have the bevel curved over here. So that is how it is. And then the positions as well, you can change the positions over here. So for now, this is what we are supposed to know. And also once you draw an object, there are other ways to manipulate it. So this is the rounded rectangle. We also have the scalloped center over here, and then we have the chamfered corner over here. So all these things you can manipulate them. So for instance, when I click on this, we have a tool called the shape tool. So when I click on the shape tool and click here and drag, you see what I'm going to get from selecting this. And then when I click here, this is what I'm going to get. And then when I select this one too, I'm going to get something like this out of it. So that is how you draw your objects, manipulate them to fit or to get what you actually need from it. So any object that you draw, you can come here to draw. We will learn how to draw our own shapes, but for now we are looking at the basic shapes over here. So I have something like this, let me increase the outline to get something like this. Okay, now let me delete this. So now that we have our objects, we have everything set. Let's say a color. Now yes, once you click on a color and then you see something like this, please do not click on OK. Now the moment you click on a color and then you see, it means that the object is not selected, nothing is selected over here. So you need to cancel it and select it, and then you click on the color. Now should in case you don't select and then you click on the color and then you see this and then you click on OK, what happens is that any object that you draw automatically to fill it with the color that you selected. So how do we fix this? The same way you click outside, click on any color again, and then no, click on this color, the no fill color, and then click on OK, so that when I click and draw the object, it won't fill inside. Alright, so that is how we do stuff over here. Now the next one, or the last one before we say goodbye, is that to save your work. Now assuming this is the work that you've done and then we want to save it, before saving, let's look at something. The last time we look at how to skew an object. So let's say I have this, let's say I have this. Let's look at duplicate. Now if I want to duplicate something, there are so many ways I can. After I draw the object, click on the edit, you select copy, and then you move back there and then select paste to paste it, then you click and drag it down. That is one way to duplicate. Another way to duplicate is that once the object is selected, the keyboard shortcut Ctrl C to copy, Ctrl V to paste. Like that, you move it. So let me color it whilst we move on. Now we have something called the edge to edge duplication. So I want this one to move to this edge, so I'll move it here, click, bring it to the other edge, something like this, and then while you are still holding the left click, you add the right click to it to duplicate it. That is how we have it. But if you want them to be aligned perfectly well, once you hold this one over here, make sure that you click and then you hold the shift key so that you move to the other edge, and then you right click to edge, click, move it to the other edge. Before that, make sure that you hold what? You click, you hold down the shift key before you move it, and then add the right click to it. For that. So to take off the outline, and select, and then don't left click, right click here and set outline color to take off the color, and we have our object this way. Now another way to skew, click and then you drag to skew like this to rotate it, and then to skew you are going to use this one to skew. Now I can also click like this, skew it, right click, and then I have my object. So let me change the color of it so that you see what I have done. So this is something that I did with just duplicating. After that, we are moving on to the save. So you can click on the save option over here to save. The keyboard shortcut for this is Ctrl S to save, or you click on the file, go to save, and make sure that you know where you are saving your work. So once you come here, I know I'm saving it in the document folder over here. So then you give it a name. So let's just lesson, and then you click. Make sure you save it as the CDR, that is a CorelDraw format, so that in future if you want to edit it, you can do that. So after that, I click on save to save it. Now the moment I close it from here, I will see it over here. Here's it. So anytime I want to open it, I can click here to open it back and then do any changes that I want. So let's say I want to apply outline color to it, I can apply it to it.